question that the Home Office is going to ask you, because if you are going to attend an Home Office interview, then the same question is what the school is asking you now. So one of the questions is this. So we are doing Pre-CAS now. Number one, you need to know how to introduce yourself. So we are asked to introduce yourself. Your introduction have to be with your name, the country where you are applying from, the course you study, and from which university you did the study, and finally, which course are you applying to study in their own university. So if, for instance, I want to introduce myself, and it will contain all the 5 stuff I just mentioned now, all I'm going to do is, okay, my name is Uthman Said from Nigeria, a graduate of accounting from University of Ilorin, and currently applying to study at the University of Bolton, Emirates in International Business. So that's all. That's comprehensive enough for them to know your name, where you are from, your current qualification, and which course you're applying to study with them. So you should be able to know that. And secondly, your student ID, very important. They can ask you, for what's your name, what's your student ID? So you should be able to tell them your student ID, that's the application ID. Why have you chosen to study in the United Kingdom? So that is very important. They can ask you that question. Now, why do you choose the UK? That's a pre-CAS interview. All these questions I'll be teaching right now, they are all pre-CAS. When I go to compliance, of course, I'm still going to tell you about compliance interview. That's credibility interview. But for now, this is pre-CAS interview. So for pre-CAS, they want to know, why are you applying to study at the UK university? Why are you applying to study in the UK? There are so many reasons why you want to apply to study in the UK, and one of them is quality education, of course. So one of them is the quality education. Okay, can't do chat now. Sorry. So the major reason you want to go to the UK is quality education. So how do you state it? You can bring it in such a way that the UK university has been known for delivering quality education over the years, and so that is not going to change, apart from the fact that in most of the English-speaking countries, UK have an history, or have a historical background that they provide quality education for not just their own students, but for also the international students. Not just quality, of course, the qualification is highly recognized globally. And what a quality education means is, an education that is quality means the curriculum is highly relevant to what is currently going on in the industry, which is up-to-date curriculum. And number 2, qualified teachers. And the third one is the environment at which the lecture is delivered is standard. So when you say UK education system is quality, so these are the 3 things you are trying to tell them, that the curriculum they are going to teach you is up to date, not obsolete, not something that's supposed to have changed in 1960. It's up to date. And secondly, the tutors, those are the lecturers, the professors, the doctors that are supposed to teach you. They are people who are highly qualified, and they know the practicability of what they are actually teaching, and they are highly disciplined. So that is the second one, which is the means of delivery. And the third one is in which environment. The class is conducive, there are enough facilities to teach you. If you are going into health, you got a lot of facilities to see what you are being taught practically. And at the same time, the classroom is conducive, is not overpopulated, and you have access to a lecturer one-on-one to have discussion with them. That's what they call quality education. Those 3 things are quality education. So now that's why you say UK delivered one of the most quality education in the whole wide world. And that is why. So when you now want to break it down, because it's not just enough to say UK education is standard and quality. So when you say that under that umbrella, you now need to break it down to the fact that the curriculum is good, is suitable to what is currently trending, and after that, you will now still talk about the delivery, the lecturer, the kind of caliber of people that are going to teach you, and of course, we now talk about the opportunity to learn under a conducive atmosphere. So that is one reason why you want to study in the UK. So please, if you are getting me, you are hearing me loud and clear, please just type yes, 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 yes during the comment so I can be sure that we are all flowing, please. And Adeniyi, Olaniyi rather, if you can hear me, please just say yes, Olaniyi, so that I can know you can hear me loud and clear also. Olaniyi, can you hear me? Can you unmute your mic and talk?
Hello, good evening, sir. How are you doing today, sir?
So please, you can hear. Okay,
Hello,
thank
good
you
evening.
very
Can you
much.
hear me,
Thank
sir?
you, everybody. Okay, I can see everybody can hear
Yeah, we
me.
can
Thank
hear
you
you loud
very
and
much.
clear.
So
Welcome, sir.
now, thank you very much for confirming that you can hear me, Mr. Wale, Pereira, and others. I can see all of you. So now that is the first one. And the second reason why you want to study in the UK is because of the recognition of that certificate. UK degrees are globally recognized. So that's number two. And I want everyone to jot things out. Please jot them down. You might not remember everything. We are talking about Pre-CAS. Everybody will go through Pre-CAS. Everybody will go through Pre-CAS. Whether you've gotten offer or not, you are still going to go through. You are still going to go through Pre-CAS before you secure a CAS. So UK university is what? UK university is UK university degree is globally recognized. You can imagine, even if you graduated from University of Bolton, from Wolverhampton, from Tisa University, anywhere in the UK, and you presented this certificate to a school in Togo, they will recognize it. I mean, for a job in Togo, or you presented for a job in Canada, you presented for a job in the United States, or even in Australia, everywhere, the certificate is recognized. So nobody's going to ask you, which country is this? So that means it's recognized. So UK degrees are globally recognized, highly and globally recognized. So what does that mean to you? It means for you that you want to, for you that you want to have this opportunity to work globally. Maybe you want to work with multinationals, or you want to seek opportunity in any part of the world. Having a UK degree is going to boost that opportunity for you, because you have a qualification that nobody doubts it. Your qualification is something that everybody can know the source, because any country you are submitting into, they know that yes, this person had attended this school, and of course he was taught current and relevant curriculum delivered by lecturers who are experienced and qualified, and at the same time under a conducive atmosphere. So as a graduate of that institution, you are given a preference. So UK degree is globally recognized. So you can link it to the fact that yes, I want to become a research fellow for social institutes in Canada, and I believe having a degree in the United Kingdom will help me a lot to achieve this might, because of course seeing a degree from such a reputable institution in the United Kingdom enough for them to grant me access. So you should be able to interlink. Don't just say UK degree is globally recognized. You need to link it to your personal self. How does a globally recognized certificate helps you? So if you are going for MS in computing, and you it seems like you want to work with multinational companies, so having a degree that is globally recognized is going to help you a lot. So you can say, okay, your intention is to work with Google, it's to work with Facebook or Instagram, and of course, apart from the fact that you have the skills, and trending a degree that was earned in the United Kingdom will give you an HRA, because you earn a degree that is highly and globally recognized by anybody. So unlike when you have your degree from a country that nobody knows or from a school that nobody they can if even when you send them to West, they'll just say, sorry, we did not recognize this school. But the moment they see your CV, even when when they're applying for a job and they discover that oh this guy is an alumni of maybe University of Greenwich in London or Bolton University or maybe University of East London, then right away they tend to consider you because the reason is they know that of course this person does not pay his way to earn this certificate, this person does not cheat, this person there was never a time they had ASU strike, there was never a time that the courses were fighting in the school and they had to close the school for 5 months, there was never a time that the class was so overcrowded that some people were sitting under the tree. Do you get now? So they already have perception of who you are or what kind of qualification you are holding when you are presenting a UK degree certificate to them. But then there was never a time when ASU go on strike when you were studying or you pay your way to a lecturer to give you A's when you literally deserve C. So sorry please let me so that's what it means to say I'm trying to accept some invite. Let me add some people up since they requested to join us. Anyone that wants to join should join so that they can speak to if they have question. Sorry, please. So you're all welcome. So now we are still talking about recognition of that certificate. So what other reason do you think you want to study in the UK apart from those 2 points, which is a certificate being recognized and at the same time quality education? So in summary, those two key things will now be broken down into these categories. The United Kingdom is a renowned destination for academic excellence. Any certificate gotten in the United Kingdom is acceptable and hold high value anywhere in the world. Good quality education, I've just spoken about that, and I've told you what good quality education means, and value for your money. So that's what they call return on investment. When you are going to study in the UK, about to spend about several millions of naira to study, and the same million you're studying, of course, you are going to earn them back because it gives you great opportunity to work with multinational companies when you finally graduated. So so that is it. Apart from studying in if you know, for some of us that graduated from Nigerian University, there's one very thing that we all missed, and that is opportunity for to meet diverse people. If you are from maybe from Edo State and you study in Uniben or Ekpoma, maybe most of the guys you will meet there, they are likely going to be from Niger Delta and Southeast. So you just got to meet very few people from the north and people from the southwest. Majorly, you meet southeast people, few other people that I just mentioned now. You might not meet anybody from, of course, anybody from the UK, anybody from the US, anybody from Togo, from you cannot even meet any. I doubt it. If you meet anybody from the UK that come to study in Uniben. But when you study in the UK, opportunity to meet people from diverse background in terms of culture. So it's one of the benefits for someone who wants to work with international companies. Having that kind of background is going to help you a lot. Like, okay, I think studying in the UK will give me opportunity to meet people from different background, different nationalities, and of course, I will be able to extend my network and meet with the right people that are going to, one way or the other, help me to achieve certain goal after my graduation in school. So that is that about why do you want to study in the UK anyway. So that's just brief. Talk about the quality of education, talk about the quality of the certificate and its recognition, talk about opportunity to connect with people from different backgrounds. Briefly, you can talk about the fact that UK is very close to Nigeria, and of course, you don't need to travel too far because you still want to be close to Nigeria. You can talk to them about the fact that UK does not require too many documents like other countries that will require you to have IELTS, that require to have GRE, that require to have this and that before you can secure admission. All because UK education system is familiar with what we have. So please help us to share this live so that so many other people who are going to join us will be able to see us live. Please share, and at the same time, I like this thing so that we can reach a lot of others. So now, apart from the UK, I want to ask you, there are so many universities in the UK. So why do you choose Bolton? Why do you choose Wolverhampton? Why do you choose Teesside? Why do you choose Lincoln? Why do you choose University of Bangor? Whatever university you've chosen, why do you choose them? So in why you choose your university, so just type it on Google. Why University of Bolton? Why do I choose Bolton? If you type it on Google, it will bring from the university website itself. You are going to see reason why how the school rank themselves. Then you see it. So why do you choose us? This ranking is always there. If you cannot see why, just type it about University of Bolton, about University of Lincoln, about whatever school. Just put about the school. So what you're going to see first is how the school rank themselves. We are this, we are that, this is what we are ranked for. So let me just do, I don't know if everybody can see this, but it will be very difficult, but let me browse it and see why Bolton right now, why, let me browse about Bolton. About the University of Bolton. So this is, might not see the screen properly, but this is the website for the University of Bolton. I just log into their website, and so on the site, let's see what they say. I just read it out now. All of you can type it on your phone. They say they are the first. That's one of the things. They put 3 ranking. So you should note it now. Because you choose school because of its ranking. That is the number 1. Because you already said that because the school is recognized, because it's highly recognized, and that is why you want to choose it. And it's ranking that the school knows, that everybody knows. That makes them to like yours. So now when they said we are first in the Northwest for teaching quality. So who ranked them that? We are the first in the Northwest for teaching quality. Then they said that is a rank by the Time and Survey Times 2023. So Benin University of Botin was ranked first in the Northwest for teaching quality by the Times and Sunday Times 2023. And again they said we are top 30 ranked university. Who ranked them? The Guardian 2024. Top 30 ranked university. Top 30 ranked university. Who ranked them? Guardian 2024. And the last one, first for student satisfaction, Complete University Guide 2024. First for student satisfaction, who ranked them? Complete University Guide. So you can say, according to Complete University Guide 2024, Botin is the first for student satisfaction. So according to the Time and Survey Times 2023, Botin is first in the Northwest for teaching quality. So if you just key in this on Google and you check on Botin website, you are just going to see these key 3 things they listed on their site, and that is it. And that is it. So one of the reasons why you may want to choose Botin is because the book school is highly ranked. So just say it. Why do you choose the University of Botin? I choose the University of Botin because the university is highly ranked. But that is not just enough. After you say, I choose the University of Botin because the university is highly ranked, you will now say, according to Times and Sunday Times 2023, Botin is the first in the Northwest for teaching quality. Secondly, Botin is top 30 ranked university according to the Guardian 2024. And lastly, Botin is the first for student satisfaction according to student satisfaction according to the Complete Student Guide, according to the Complete University Guide 2024. This is on their website. So please do check and use that. Don't just say Botin is highly ranked or globally ranked alone. You need to tell them their ranking. They know it already, but you still need to tell them their ranking. Please, you need to tell them their ranking. And I've just told you where to get it. So apart from that, so what other thing do Botin have that you want to talk about? Because they are asking you, why do you choose us? So apart from the ranking, the other thing you might just check is the fact that you might need to I'm trying to add some few people. So apart from that fact, you can now, after you've seen that, okay, this is the ranking, is highly ranked, and you've told them the ranking, then what else? You can choose a university because it got a lot of facilities. So because the university had a lot of facilities, you can choose them because of their facilities. So you can tell them Botin has this and that. So I'm going to read out some of these things. So why do you have to choose Botin? University of Botin standard of teaching and class learning environment with innovative technology. The university is awarded 5-star in teaching, employability, internationalization, inclusiveness, and outstanding facilities. University of Botin has a standard dedication to the principle of equality, diversity, inclusion, and social responsibility. Standard education facilities and affordable in comparison with other universities. The University of Botin has been named in the top 50 best UK university in 2021. They are best known in student satisfaction, excellent delivery of lecture with recent technologies. Access to excellent facilities which include 24 hours library and IT resources, Wi-Fi, and comfortable wherever. So And also, all schools do proud that they have employability ratio very high. So when I'm talking about voting, please, all you need to do is talk about their ranking, talk about their location. Voting is located in a place very close to London. So, to Manchester. So check about the location. When you check the location, of course, you definitely want to study within the city. Talk about the advantage of studying in the city. That's opportunity to connect with people, opportunity to meet people of diverse culture, opportunity to have work experience, because that's what living in the city means to you. So that is voting for you. And you need to check on the university to know the facilities they got. If you just type it, voting university facilities, it will bring it out for you. Because you're talking about why voting now. You've already talked about their ranking. You see, we check it on their website to see their ranking. So let me type it again. University of Voting Facilities. So if, sorry to disturb, to disappoint, if you have thought I'm going to give answers that everybody will write down and not say the same thing for the interviewer, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell you how to bring out your own answer for each question. So all of the questions I'm reading out now, why UK, why voting, you know the question already, and you know the point that you have stated, but where you are going to get the answer is what I'm telling you, and the important key things that you are to say why you are, when you are answering the question. So now, University of Voting Facilities, there's no way you want to talk about the university apart from the ranking, but you not talk about their facilities. So the facilities department, let me see. No. You can see now, what are the facilities in the University of Voting? We at the University of Voting provide excellent facilities, the Coin Specialist Building, modern laboratories, modern classroom, and dedicated cell imaging and biochemistry suite. While voting is one available for all sport, health, leisure, and research needs. So if you search on their website, if you go to the site, you check about the university, you will discover that they got a lot of facilities there. You just need like 2 or 3. Talk about their library. When you check on the university, you will even see the name of the library. You can tell that, oh, University of Voting got this social library, got this social hostel, then I would like to explore. So when you talk about the ranking, you talk about the hostel, then you talk about the course module that you are coming to learn in the school. You can say that, okay, you are coming to do MS in logistic and development something, which you've searched different schools and unable to get it. And even the few schools that offers it, the course modules is entirely different from, not course module per se, the way the lecture is going to, the way the research is going to be carried out is entirely different from theirs. So you might not even be able to get that very course as drafted. So when you're talking about the facilities, the ranking, then you need to talk about what you are going to learn to, because that is where the return on investment is. So the course you want to do, how important it is to you. Why do you think this course that voting is going to teach you is going to have a good return on investment in your career? So talk to them about it. That all this while I've searched everywhere to find out if I can get MS in research logistics, but unfortunately I didn't get. And as someone who have worked with social company as a research fellow for the last 3 years, it has always been an opportunity for me to, it has always been an ambition for me to study a course that is relevant to logistics, but has to do with a research, or that has to be a research-based program. But fortunately, I found this at Bolton, which many other schools did not provide such opportunity for me. So when you're talking about the school, talk the fact that the tuition fee is reasonable. Don't say it's cheap, but it's competitive. Consider the fact that the university is within the city, the university is surrounded with a lot of opportunities, and it has a lot of potential. You, at the same time, as a student, are going to enjoy a lot of benefit for studying at Bolton. The tuition fee is still competitive compared to other universities. That you will have considered some other schools, but Bolton is still very excellent in terms of tuition fee and in terms of the course arrangement and how the program is going to be run. So that is very important. When they ask you why Bolton, what they want is tell us why and tell us why you are not choosing others. When I talk about UK, I IP UK, then eventually and I tell them why we are not choosing others. Why we are not choosing others is the fact that because you said Nigeria is very close. You can say unlike Canada, US, or Australia, Nigeria is very, very close to the UK. So meaning that in the next 5 to 6 hours, I can navigate between London to Nigeria and see my family or attend to urgent business needs. Unlike if I have to travel to the US or Canada. So that was when we were talking about. And I've also said that when we were talking about the UK, you said even it's very easy to get admission in the UK, unlike the other place when they ask you for IELTS, GRE, or TOEFL, or whatever kind of exam that they will ask you to have. So, but the UK does not ask you to have that. So you are already making comparison with Canada and the US. So when you are making comparison, when you are talking about why you are coming to the UK, why you are coming to Bolton too, you need to make comparison. In fact, you can talk about two schools. You can say, I will have applied for University of, let me say, Buckinghamshire, but I discovered that they have the same course, but it's highly pricey, more than what Bolton offer. And I discovered that it's almost, in fact, Bolton offer best options than what they got. So you're already making comparison. Don't just tell them, don't just hype them. Of course, tell them the fact that, in fact, you make some other alternative research, but you finally settle for Bolton because in every way it's better in terms of your calculation and everything. So that is it about why Bolton. So please do research, do more research. This has to be a research-based something. It's not what I'm going to give you answer. It's not that I'm going to give you answers to your questions. No, you will be the one to draft your answers yourself. Even though at the end of this lecture, whosoever that your consultant is, you need to talk to them. I will give them this very material that I'm using to train you, so they give you. But please do not read from the material. This will just guide you to provide your own response to the question. So please, if you are hearing me loud and clear, please say aye or say yes, so that I can know, and do share this live so that other people can see us and can watch us live. Thank you, Rira. Thank you, Sandra Ayuba and Esther Taiwo, Sweet D, JJ Wright. Thank you very much. I can see everybody, and I'm happy that you are all hearing me loud and clear. So another question they will ask is, why have you chosen this course? Why are you going for MS in International Business? Why are you not going for MSc International Business? Some of us say, I'm going for MS. We don't even know what MS is. So you need to know the full meaning of MS. Whether it's Master of Research or Master by Research, you need to search for it online and know that is for you. And secondly, why are you going for MS? Why are you not going for MSc? Why are you going for MS? Why are you not going for MBA? Is it because all of us know the reason, but you don't want to tell them that reason? So you need to tell them something genuine why you are going for your MS program. And the MS program is a course that has to do with research program. And of course, for some of us who wants to proceed to PhD program, MS program is the foundation to prepare you for a PhD program. So when they ask you, why do you choose this course? Why do you choose this course? So if you are going for an MS program, is a preparatory class for someone who wants to proceed in future for a PhD program. It's also a preparatory course for someone who wants to become a research fellow. So you can tell them that, yeah, I have great interest in research because I believe there are a lot of gaps. So for someone who wants to be a researcher, you need to, of course, identify gaps first that you want to do research and fill. Maybe, I don't know, maybe let me see something that nobody has done research on before. Then you research on how to disappear to any country without seeking visa. So, like, just wish to travel to the UK now, just think it in your mind, then you disappear. Maybe it's possible. So, and nobody has done that research. So you just want to do research. You believe that there are some areas in your discipline that nobody's talking about them. Like, can we use water to kill malaria? Like, can we use water to kill mosquito? Why is it not possible? It should be possible now that we can use water to kill mosquito, because if water can kill people, it should be able to kill malaria. If someone fell in a swimming pool now and they doesn't know how to swim and didn't get rescued on time, it could pass on. So why can't we spray the same water inside the house and it will kill mosquito? So there are a lot of other very silly ideas that could just come to one head, and I'll say I want to research it, because that's how everybody, even Elon Musk, just think about crazy things, and he finally get to this thing. Everybody does this thing. All these platforms we are using, they're just crazy ideas of some people who think like, let's do research on this aspect. It should be possible. So now you should just look at your area, then create a research gap in your mind and tell them that I've always been thinking about this thing, that it should be possible. But of course, I'm not saying anybody talking about it. It's a gap. So I want to research. I want to take opportunity to studying at boating as an opportunity to research this. Because that's what a research means. So I want to use this my opportunity to do research. Why is it impossible for our leader not to embezzle money? It should be possible that we have leaders that will not embezzle anything from our national purse. So I just want to do this research. What makes it easy for them? So now, when you bring up this, when they're asking you why do you choose this course, and you tell them the course is MS program, the purpose is to do research on a particular thing. Then secondly now, that's the first reason, to do research, and you need to elaborate. And I've just told you now that you want to do research. What are you researching on? On so that you must have formed yourself. And secondly, because the course is MRES, that's why you call it research. And that very course itself, how is it going to turn you to a better person? Like, if I'm going for medicine now, but I want to go and study medicine, it means I want to become a doctor. What set of skills did I want to have as a doctor? I want to be able to observe people, recommend them for proper medical check. If the result is out, prescribe drugs for them, do surgery if necessary, confirm if they are okay. So all those skills are what I will learn in the class if I enroll to be a medical doctor. So if you are going for MSc research in business, what do you want to gain? So you should be able to know, okay, by the time I complete this program, I should be able to, by the time I completed this program, I should be able to manage people based on my research. I've already know that why are people very lazy when to come to working at home? Why is it extremely difficult to get people to work from home without people being on their neck? So as a manager, or as a research manager, as a research fellow, I now have an insight into how to properly manage people to work across different borders without stress. Because I already know the reason why people don't like working from home if they are not being forced to do that. So now, all this are just main reason why you want to choose this course. How a course turns you to someone else. What kind of exposure are you expecting? And you need to interlink your working experience, where you currently work now, or what you studied in the past, to the course you want to study. If you are someone who studied accounting before, and you are going for Emirates in accounting now, so you just talk about you have been working as an accountant, so just narrate it. You can say that, okay, I want to study this course. I'm very happy the fact that I studied accounting in my undergraduate, and I've been working as an accountant as Akitola Williams for the past 10 years, and now I want to go into Emirates by accounting because I would like to become a research fellow in the institute, which is very, very uncommon. And we have so many people becoming a professional accountant, not a researcher in the field. So I want to be able to research why are people so scared or afraid of figures when it comes to calculation. That is my area of specialization. And I believe by completing this course, I'll be one of the first persons I've ever done carry out this kind of research in this field. So now look at this. As a career manager, the importance of studying a multicultural context course is important. This will help me to widen my horizon and not just restrict me to nation alone. The Emirates Research Master of Research will enable me to seize the opportunity in working in different sectors, such as private, public, or non-government organization, multinational, or SME. And Emirates Research will open the door of many opportunities to progress my choice career after acquiring the knowledge from investor voting. So you need to know how this course will benefit you. What are you going to become after the graduation? How do you think this course is important to your present work experience? How do you think this course is relevant, to your previous study? Mind you, if you want to go for a course, it must be relevant to what you studied before, or relevant to where you currently work, or relevant to your future area of interest. And if something is relevant to your area of interest, meaning that it's not currently relevant to where you work, not relevant to what you studied before, you need to be able to develop a story around that and show them the willingness to now adopt new skills. And that is why you want to go into something that you've not done in the past. But in most cases, they want to see that at least, if not what you studied before, where you are currently working is very close to the course you are going for now. So if you are going for Emirates in logistics or something, please ensure that you are currently working in something that is relevant to that, or you have a passion for it and you need to state your passion or why you love it. So you need to know if you are going to be assessed. Everything is on your. If you want to check this, check for your course on the university portal. Let me even check if I can see one. University of Bolton, MS in Logistics. MS in Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Bolton. I want to check the page. So because most of the questions they will ask you, they are on the page. So there's a teaching and assessment. They can ask you what is the teaching and assessment. Teaching means that how are you going to take this course? Or how are they going to assess you? Assessment means exam or test or assignment or something. Teaching is, you all understand what teaching means. So like in Nigeria, our own is sit in the class, they will teach you which is taught. Assessment is test, assignment, and exam. That's what we are used to in Nigeria. So let's see what this voting for this very course is. They said the bespoke program will be delivered in block mode with online support. A range of learning and teaching methods will be employed, including lectures, seminars, tutorial, discussion group, assessment work, and preparation for session. The course is taught in block by a core team of specialist lecturers. Online support is available before and after the block to ensure you have ongoing support. Assessment will be by a combination of coursework and practical exercise, such as the preparation of presentation and poster. A final research project will be formed part of the assessment. A significant amount of personal study time is expected to be undertaken by the student, comprising, for example, background reading and online activities. This program adopts blended style of learning and teaching, including online delivery and engagement where appropriate. So you've all seen that. So go to your course page, please. Go to your course page. When you go to your course page, you will see them. You will see the course overview. You will see entry requirement, career opportunities, features and fees and funding, teaching and assessment, and this. So let's check career opportunity. Now, if you do this logistic, and we'll be talking about what are you going to become by studying a logistic. So you should be able to know what opportunity is this course going to give you. They say career opportunity, you will develop transferable skills of independent thoughts and critical analysis, analyzing and evaluating complex issues and solving unfamiliar problems. You know, I say like unfamiliar problems, like using water to kill mosquito. Unfamiliar problems, presenting ideas clearly and with confidence, and working independently. Because when I do research, you work independently. What can I do with this qualification? When you earn it, what are you going to become? The program is designed to prepare you for a career where research is a key component. Whether that is academia or elsewhere, it provides a foundation for further doctorate degree. I just said it before, right? It provides you a foundation, a solid foundation for a doctorate degree. So alternative career, okay, you can tell them, apart from the fact that you want to become a doctorate degree, I want to become a research advisor, or I want to become a research manager, I want to become a scientific advisor, I want to become an academic research assistant, I want to become research and development technicians, I want to become market researchers, I want to become a researcher, I want to become a research analyst. So all these are on your course page. You just need to do this. Check what course you applied for. Google it on, put it on Google at University of Bolton, put the course in front. It takes you to the course page, bam, click it. Then start reading every single thing on it, from what I'm just bringing up now. So they ask you about your funding. How much is your school fees? How much is the tuition fee? You know it already. You know how much you've already paid, and you know the balance. So they can ask you, how much is your maintenance fee? Your maintenance fee for outside London, St. Bolton is outside London, is £9,207 for 9 months. So the same 9 months, that money is not for 1 year. That money you're making provision for is not for 1 year. Okay, a full screen of, okay, this is Jumbolo saying, please, a full screen record of this session will be so much appreciated after this edition. Okay, I hope I can download this and send to our consultant so everybody can have it. So now, your funding, you already know, I believe everybody knows their school fees, knows how much they paid and know the balance. Now, maintenance fee, what is your maintenance meant for? Maintenance is what the money you are going to use to feed yourself, the money you are going to use to transport yourself to class, the money for rent. I think rent takes about 50% of your money from that money. You're going to use for rent and for maybe you want to do little shopping for yourself. So that money is a whopping £9,207. So £9,207 and it is budgeted for 9 months. The reason why it's budgeted for 9 months is because they know as a student you are going to work for 20 hours per day, and of course they know that you have 3 month break in between the program. So definitely 3 months you'll be able to work unlimited hours and you can earn a lot of money within that period of time. So within that period, they are not expecting to show proof, and that is why it's for 9 months. So that 9 months now, if they ask you, how much are you expected to be spending per month? So just divide £9,207 by 9. and that will give you about £1,023 monthly. So from £1,023 monthly, how much are you going to spend on your accommodation? You can budget like, sometimes depending on the kind of accommodation you want to opt in for, but it could not be more less than maybe £550 right now per month. So in a month, you have about £470 left for you for transportation, for feeding, for whatever. Some accommodation could take up to like 700 from your £1,023 in a month. So you need to know how this money works, how much. But most importantly, accommodation ranges now from, maybe on a manageable one, maybe from 500 to 700, and it is per month, and it is from, and that money is from that £1,023 which is available for you in a month out of the 9,207. Please, if you understand this, please say yes. If you understand this very calculation, please say yes. Please say yes if you understand this. All right, thank you very much, Rera, for understanding that. So that is it. You have 1 month. What you have to spend in a month is £1,023. It now depends on the kind of house you find. You know, different people with their own houses. So to be said, I should repeat, you have out of £9,207, if you divide it by 9, because you are making budget, we are making budget for only 9 months calculation. So if you divide it by 9, you are going to have £1,023 to spend in a month. Every month. For 9 months, you only have £1,023, £1,023 to spend for 9 months before that money you put in your account is exhausted. Apart from the balance of your tuition fee, that is your bank statement. So £1,023, £1,023 times 9, that is the total money, that is 9,207, which is your maintenance fee. So what of that £1,023 that you are going to spend? Let's say you are assuming in January, you spend £1,023 in January. In January, now how much is your rent in January? Depending on the kind of house you find. But you cannot find a house less than £500. So whether you get £500 or you get £700 is from that £1,023 you are going to spend it. Then the balance is for other purpose, like feeding, like transportation to school, like shopping and whatever you want to do. So that's what I'm trying to say, that you need to understand this basic calculation very well, because they are going to confuse you rather, if you don't understand it. So that's about the cost. So they can ask you, are you trying to work in the UK as a student? They know and they want to trap you, but you have to be very diplomatic in answering your question. So when they ask you, are you going to work in the UK as a student? Can anybody attempt it? I've been speaking on you or me to Mike and tell us if you are going to work in the UK or not. Yes, maintenance fee is the same as living costs.
Good evening, sir.
So Sandra, let me hear you. Is Sandra speaking? Am I hearing her?
Good evening,
All right,
sir.
Sandra. Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine and good, thank you.
I'm doing good, sir.
Are you going to work in the UK? Wow.
If there is job opportunity, I will surely work.
Thank you very much. As a student, let me put it again. Are you going to work as a student in the UK?
If there is job opportunity, I will.
All right. So there's nothing bad. You can mute your mic. There's nothing bad in your response, but okay. Rera said no. So they want to, sometimes when they say yes. Okay, Bello Zayad, you are not online. You are not. You cannot speak. You only need to type. Okay. Antonia said you are there to study, because the home office, they know you cannot be studying all your life. It's not that you need to, learning in class. It's even better to learn on the job than learning in class. That's why they left that 20 hours for you, so you can learn on the job. Because it's good to be an additional bonus for you. Imagine you are done in the UK, you are done with your study, and you already have another 1 year experience added to your CV working in the United Kingdom. You are supplying an application. You are submitting an application to Canada or somewhere, and they see that you had a working experience. So it's a plus to you. So when you say you are not working, you are losing a lot because you don't have working experience. So okay, this one said Meta one that said not really, but I can get a part-time job to catch fun. Or instead of saying to catch fun, for the experience, to add up some experience to my CV, not to catch fun. It's for experience purpose. So now, when they ask you this question, that's why they don't want you to say yes or no indirectly, but you can say that. The first thing you need to say is this: I understand that as an international student, I'm qualified for a 20 hours work per week. International students are qualified to work per week for 20 hours. So you need to tell them the law first. That I understand that the Home Office permits me to work for 20 hours per week, which is great, because taking advantage of that will, of course, give me some working experience to add up to my CV. But of course, I know I purposely in the UK to study, and I would like to focus on my study. But of course, it won't be a bad idea to take up some jobs during the holiday or when I'm less busy to gather some experience. So you can see I might take on a part-time work if it aligns with my study and provide relevant experience. That's Miss O. That's perfect. So 20 hours per week, that's what you are qualified to do every week. 20 hours to work. That's during your time, not during the holiday while you are still in school. Why not? During the holiday you have a lot of hours to work, but while you are in school, you got this 20 hours. Meaning that you can go to class and one way or the other, you still able to you are still able to, how do I put it? You are still able to manage to work for the experience. I know, but you are not working for you are working for the money, but not the experience. But you tell them for the experience. So that is it. So don't say, no, I'm not going to work. So how will you fund your study? You can tell them. If you are a mature student, after graduation, I graduated in 2013, and I've been working since then. And I have passion for education. The reason why I'm just going for a master this time around is because I had to save a lot of money to study in the United Kingdom. And right now, in my account is the balance of my tuition fee and my maintenance fee, which is about let me see, that's about £20,000 maybe in my account, which will cover for my living expenses, my balance of tuition fee and everything. So that I've saved towards this for the last 5 years. And if you are a young student, you can say, okay, my parents are going to sponsor me. They put all the money. In fact, the balance of my tuition fee has been credited into my account with my maintenance fee. So I won't have a problem with funding at all. So I already have all my school fees and living costs in my bank account. I plan to sponsor my education through my savings over the years with the support of my father, who makes approximately 20 to 30 million naira monthly as a major palm oil producer in the eastern Nigeria. Maybe your own dad is Dangote, who made billions of naira from petroleum or from rice or from wherever he's doing. So you just need to. That's if you have father that support you. If you don't have, you can tell them you've saved all this money for some times and you are ready. So they can ask you your gap. What is gap? Academic gap. Like, why you've graduated since 2013, why are you not coming for masters now? So if you are lucky, I know most of us will have gap, but some of us who don't have gap just say, no, I don't have any gap. I just graduated last year, and after graduation I went for my NYC, and right now I am I'm applying for my masters. But some of us that we have gap, we tell them, as soon as I graduated from school in 2013, I went for my NYSC, and immediately I started working with NTA. And I worked with NTA for 5 years. From there, I immediately joined TVC. I worked with TVC for another 3 years, and now I'm with BBC. So there's no gap because I've been learning all through the years from one work experience to the other. Even when you're telling them you move from NTA to TVC from BBC, you tell them your job role. I'm just using all these instances because there's some of us that we only have one working experience. Just tell them, ever since I graduated, I've been working with tobacco since 2013 till date. And even from the career, I started as a graduate assistant to the position of graduate assistant. I mean, from position of graduate assistant to position of this to this to this to this to this, and today I'm a manager. So it means you don't have gap, because if you are not going to school, the essence of you cannot it's not that you can only learn in the class. Most cases you learn on the job, and all this while you have been learning. So just tell them you have been learning all this while. So from one job role to another is still learning experience, and is not a gap. So you just need to know. So don't be surprised there's a gap. You now be looking at, did I have gap teeth? What is gap? So gap is what? Gap is a period when you are not learning anything. That means you graduated from school. What were you doing between this period and this period? Okay, Taiwo has a question. Taiwo Esther, what's the question, please? So Taiwo Esther, what is your question? And every other person, if you have a question, please type your question. Then we'll start attending to your question right now. Taiwo, can you type your question? Yes, that way you have to make deposit before pre-CAS interview. When you go to pre-CAS interview, it means you're about to get your pre-CAS. This is how it works for UK. You need to, not all the schools do pre-CAS anyway, but the way it works is you applied. If it's the MLS program, after application, before they give you admission, they do an interview for you. But that interview will be by your department. They'll ask you some academic questions. And when you pass, they issue an admission. After getting admission, you pay your deposit. When you pay your deposit, they schedule you. Now the compliance team will now schedule for a pre-CAS interview to check whether you know all the rules and regulations. So when you are qualified and you pass your pre-CAS, they will now ask you for your bank statement and your TB certificate. After that, then you send it to them, but they will issue with your CAS. Upon getting your CAS, we will use your CAS together with you to get you to apply for your visa. Then you go for your biometric and pass. So that's how it works. That's how your. So how long does the interview always take? It depends on how long it takes you to answer the question. But the longer, the better for you. You need to engage them. But in most cases, in 30 minutes, if they are very smart, because if they discover that you are very smart, they ask you 2-3 questions, they are done. But it's only when they are not answering well, they continue bringing more questions. Boating is outside London. Boating is outside London. It's in Manchester, not inside London. Boating is outside London. I've answered that question. Boating is outside London, not inside London. So who has asked any question? So, it said, I will say, what is the timeline for those process? Like now, they are going in January. We are already in November, right? So maybe if we started from, it's just like between, everything can be completed in 2 to 3 months. That's it, depending on when you start and depending on the course you're applying. Because this one is the MS program, is very competitive. That is why we are all doing this. There are some courses, if you apply next week, if you apply this week, before the end of this week, we can get you a course, we can get you an admission, but not MS program. Masters, we can get you direct masters like MSc, like MBA, we get you direct masters within 2 days. And after that, you pay your tuition fee as soon as possible, then you're already ready for CAS. You may not even do any pre-CAS for you. Then immediately you are ready, as soon as possible, you got your CAS, then you apply for a visa. Depending on the CAS, on the type of visa you apply. Some visas, we have standard visas. Standard visas on a normal day could take about 21 days, 21 working days. While the priority visa, you need to pay additional money to get priority. Priority is 7 working days, while super priority is 1 working day. If you apply today, Monday, you get your visa tomorrow, Tuesday, and that too. So everything, that's your item, you're asking me for the duration now. You can see it varies. It varies on the course you're applying, depending on the school you apply, and depending on the visa choice. But of course, it takes about 2 to 3 months. It depends on all this. And then if you have your bank statement ready, you have everything ready, you can do it within a month and a half. Okay, Taiwo said, okay, so from pre-CAS to resumption. Resumption is January. If you check your admission letter, you see the date. That very date will not change. The date you are going to resume is already on your offer letter. Okay, can someone pay deposits 10 days after getting their unconditional offer? Yes. You can pay that from the day you got unconditional offer until when the school announced the deadline. But it's better to pay as early as possible. As soon as you got your offer, if the money is available, quickly pay. Quickly make your payment, and it's going to be of so that they can quickly take care of your pre-CAS booking. So that's it. So, but you can pay 10 days after. You can pay, but after getting offer. Only some school do, they will, if you don't pay on time, they will revoke they will withdraw the offer, but voting does not withdraw. Eventually, they will later, what? One minute. Yusuf. Ta ló pé kò ní sọ́lá tẹ́lẹ̀? Bọ̀ wọ́n ti múná lọ báyà bí? Oi. Wow. So, once you do your pre-CAS immediately, you already know the day you are going to resume for January, no doubt about that. So the date is already fixed. They will not change it. So you already know the date of resumption is your pre-CAS now. Your pre-CAS depends on how soon you make payment. If you make a payment as soon as possible, then they will schedule you for pre-CAS. But if your payment is late, you may not get pre-CAS invite on time. So that is still taking a lot of time from your time already. So that is the major problem. Is it possible to fail pre-CAS interview? What then happen to the deposit? Your deposit will be refunded to you. When pre-CAS is failed, you get your deposit back. Another question is it possible to fail pre-CAS interview? What happens? Yes, we are just going to get your deposit back. Okay, I've gotten admission and pay my deposit. What happens? Which school? And who is your counselor? Can you freeborn? Can you please tell me, give me that details, or chat me up on WhatsApp 0803044 7894 080 30 44 7894 080 30 44 7894, so I can know which school who is working with you and how to upload it for you, so we can upload it tomorrow morning. Another question: is it possible to fail? I've seen this question now. Okay, now if this one say good day, can I mention I've done a master program before when they ask for gap? It's a good thing that you've done a master's before, but the fact is now they will now ask you for what do we call this? I've forgotten the English we use. Academic progression. If you have done a master before, why are you doing another master? You should go for PhD. So what is the academic progression in what you are doing? So they ask you for what is the academic progression. If you told them that, so you should be able to prepare an academic progression response to them, because of course you've already attracted another question. If you are going for a master's program and they ask you for academic gap, or they ask you for the gap, and you told them, yes, I did a master's degree within for 2 years at Ahmadu Bello University Zaria. It's a good one. They will now say, okay, before you've done masters. So now, what is the academic progression? What is the benefit? Why are you doing another master? Why are you doing second masters? So you should be able to justify that. So we have academic progression response. You need to chat us. Then we'll train you on how to answer that if you choose to get further questions. While answering the phone, just answer for yourself. Don't tell them you're going with family. Don't tell them you're going with any family. Just tell them yourself alone. Those that got visa within 2 weeks. You say, what about those that got visa within 2 weeks? Is it priority visa? Those that got visa, you can apply for standard visa, then you'll be lucky you get your visa in 2 weeks. And there are so many people that apply for priority visa and they didn't get it within 7 working days. So it extended to 2 weeks. Maybe they got some documents that the embassy need to check with the source. So they now delay their visa. Instead of getting the visa in 7 days, they got it in 2 weeks. While also some people who do priority, their visa can be fast. Who do standard, their visa could be fast and they got it in 2 weeks. So if you have already made deposit, please talk to your consultant this night to book Pre-CAS for you. Because immediately now, Botin is sending out Pre-CAS already. So that's why we're doing this training. Immediately now, they already started booking Pre-CAS from this week. So if you have not been invited for Pre-CAS, please talk to your consultant. He knows where to put in your name so that they can invite you. So those that can freeborn, please, let me see, I think. So all of you that have paid, please. So if you want to pay, this one says, I have gotten unconditional offer, but I haven't paid the deposit. Can I still pay by end of November? So if you want to pay by end of November, I don't know the slots that will be available by end of November. I don't know whether they're still going to have enough CASs to issue you by then. That's a fact. But in most cases, I can't really say, depending on the course you're applying to. But do you have your bank statement ready? If your bank statement is ready, like you're already running your bank statement right now, that's a good one. Once you made the payment by November and then we send them the receipt, then they'll ask for a bank statement as soon as possible, then we proceed to visa. But I'm not giving assurance. Okay, I think I've answered all this question, right? Okay, is it all schools that do Pre-CAS? So not all schools do Pre-CAS. Not all schools do Pre-CAS. It's only schools that are very competitive now that do Pre-CAS, where they discover that they have too many students for a particular course. Must everyone do Pre-CAS, even MSc Social Care and Health? MSc Social Care is very, very competitive too. So they might, of course, schedule for a Pre-CAS. And most schools are now being scared of are now scheduling people for pre-CAS because the home office, which is the embassy, are now scheduling people. Whether you apply for Emirates, whether you apply to any school, they can just pick your file and schedule for interview. So schools want to prepare you in advance. That is why. That's why they are doing it. So anybody. Yes, is the POF used for CAS? Yes. Before you get CAS, the school will ask you to send your bank statements. Bank statement is what they call POF. You are supposed to pay your deposit. You can pay your deposit on installment. Maybe you have 5,000 deposit to pay. If today is the 4th of November, you can first of all send them 4,000. I mean, sorry, 1,500. When it's 7th of November again, you get another 500, send it. When you got 2,000 later, send it. Like that, until your money complete. Just make sure that whenever you are sending money to them, you put your student ID. They will always attach it to your. So not all schools do pre-CAS, but most schools now do it. Most schools now do it. So this is amazing. Yes, undergraduate studies and can undergraduate student use his or her own bank statement? Yes. Yes, Jimbolo is Emirates Environmental Management. Yes, you do pre-CAS too. You also do pre-CAS. As undergraduate students, you can use your bank statement. You can use your mother's or your dad's bank statement. Except couples who are going together, you can use your partner's bank statement too, if you are going together. So when again are we going to have this class? We are going to communicate with you, Mr. Let me say the Prince. Yes, once your NECO and WAEC can fly for visa. Once you have WAEC or NECO, you get it for visa too. You can use your spouse for your POF, but it's better you use your own. Since you don't want to declare to the school that you are going with your dependent, so it's just better use yours. But you can use your spouse if your spouse is going with you. But if your spouse is not traveling with you, you cannot use them. You cannot use them. Please, are they expecting the MS candidate to already have a project topic proposal and ready to defend? No. They can just ask you what is your research topic. Just say something. Anything relevant, just say it. Just say something. Nothing really. It's not compulsory that you have a proposal ready. But you should have it in mind. Do you understand what I mean now? You should have a topic in mind. So please, guys, help us like this live session. At the same time, share it to other people. And also follow this page so that when we have other information to share with you, or you got anything urgent to discuss, I'm always here and I can solve your problem. And of course, probably some of us are still going to have a maybe visa interview too. Definitely, they will still come back here to train us. This one is asking for the platform. Sometimes they send you links, sometimes they call you on phone, sometimes they send Google Meet, sometimes they send Team link. Yes, you can go for a TB test without paying deposit. Yes, it's very important. Once you started doing your application, just go for a TB test. So far, you know the school you are going to, and ensure they write the name of the school and the address of the school and the phone number. Most of you don't know the phone number of the school. Just type it on Google. You will see their phone number there. Yes, if you are traveling with your child, That's dependent now. Just tell them you don't have any dependent for now. And when you want to do your visa, but if you tell them to no problem, if what everything you said is okay, if you think you are going with your husband and all your 10 children, it's fine. But they will ask you additional question. One question could be like, why are you going with your husband? What will your husband be doing in the UK? Is he not working in Nigeria before? Why do you want to, for just 1 year course, why are you going with everybody? Of course, you can get satisfiable response for that, but who has time for all those long stories? So Nancy have to tell them, my husband is a businessman, he will leave his business, he will now go to the UK. So what will he be doing in the UK? He will find a job. All those things is what you want to avoid. So, all right, is it Mr. or Mrs. Jibolo? So, Damlari, you understand now. So you can say it. Anything you say, whether you say you're going with your family, so far you have the required form, it's not a problem. But you should be ready for further question. That's just all it takes. So nothing more. Nothing more. So I think for all the question has been responded to, all you need to do now is to sit down, bring out all your responses. Please. They can ask you where Bolton is located. You should know it though. University of Bolton, where is it located? So please know it. All of these things are something you can search online. Sit down, draft your responses. Before your interview, stand in front of your mirror, talk to yourself, ask yourself the question, give responses. Do you get what I mean now? Do all these things so that you can perfect your response and ensure you have a good phone, good network, no distractions. Of course, success is yours. Thanks so much for joining us today. It's been, since when did we start? That's about 2 hours. 90 minutes, I mean. So that's yes, that's about 1 hour 40 minutes. Thank you very much. For those of us that have our interview tomorrow, I wish you all the best in your interview, and I look forward to applying your visa for you. And at the same time, for some of us who may still be joining us because your interview is not yet scheduled, I'll see you soon until we have our next live program. Thanks so much, all the consultants that join us. Thanks so much, FN Square Luxury. Thanks so much, Mustafa. For those who have liked us, Smear, thank you very much. Every single person who have joined us today, I really appreciate you. For all of you, I'm going to send this material to your consultant. Please expect it from them. And secondly, too, I just thank you very much. And good night. Bye.